Welcome back to Tony Chu's channel. Today let's dive into one of the most fascinating, rich and deeply rooted aspects of Vietnamese culture: regional cuisine. Stretching from north to south, Vietnam is not only blessed with beautiful landscapes, but also with incredibly diverse culinary traditions. Each region has its own flavors, spices, cooking styles, and food philosophies. So what makes northern, central, and southern Vietnamese cuisines different? Let's explore and find out. First, we begin with northern cuisine, which is considered the cultural cradle of the country. With its 4 distinct seasons and cooler climate, northern food tends to be light, balanced, and delicately flavored. Dishes here are not too sweet, not too spicy, and always focus on subtlety and harmony. Fish sauce is used often, but typically diluted and seasoned with a gentle hand. Food isn't just for filling the stomach, but for savoring slowly and thoughtfully. Imagine yourself sitting in a traditional Hanoi home, facing a tray of home-cooked dishes. A bowl of boiled morning glory with bright green leaves, a plate of crunchy pickled eggplants, a small bowl of chili-dipped fish sauce, and braised pork with caramelized sauce. Each item tastes just right, not too salty, not too bland. Famous northern dishes like pho, bun thang, chak a la vong, or than tri steamed rolls all showcase this philosophy. Simple yet deep, light yet satisfying. Take pho, for example. The broth is clear and subtly spiced with star anise and cinnamon, served with herbs and lime, and yet the flavor lingers long after the last bite. Next, we travel down to central Vietnam, where the culinary scene becomes more intense, colorful, and bold. Central Vietnam has a harsher climate, more sun, more storms, and tougher living conditions. As a result, the people here tend to eat spicier, saltier, and more flavorful food. Spices are used generously, resulting in layered and expressive flavors. You can sense the effort and care in every dish. A typical central meal may not have a lot of meat or luxurious ingredients, but it's rich in condiments and side dishes. Fermented shrimp paste, fish sauce with lemongrass, chili garlic oil, all are staples. Bun bo hue is a famous dish with thick noodles, spicy broth, and bold seasoning. Then there are the small yet elaborate rice cakes, ban bao, ban loc, ban nam, each one requiring skill and precision. Tiny cakes with shrimp and pork filling topped with scallion oil, served with sweet and sour dipping sauce. In Hugh's former royal capital, food was not just food, it was art. A royal meal wasn't simply about eating, it was about appreciating the aesthetics, the presentation, and the cultural refinement. And then we arrive in the south, where cuisine is open, generous, and full of sweetness both literally and in spirit. Southern Vietnam has a tropical climate, abundant produce, and fertile land. People here are known for their friendliness and openness, and this shows clearly in their food. Seasoning is less strict, more vibrant, with sugar, coconut milk, and herbs used liberally. Southern dishes are flavorful, colorful, rich, and often served with a mountain of fresh herbs. Take Hue Nam Vang, for example, a noodle soup packed with pork, liver, quail eggs, fried shallots, and sweet, rich broth. Or kako to caramelized fish simmered for hours in a clay pot with coconut water, black pepper, and chili. One cannot forget lao mam, a bold and pungent hot pot made with fermented fish paste, eggplant, banana blossom, river vegetables, shrimp, pork belly, a flavor explosion that might shock you at first but easily becomes addictive. Southern food embraces nature. Locals use everything from flowers to fruits in cooking: sesbania blossoms, wild leaves, sour fruits, coconut hearts. It's also the region with the most culinary influences. Khmer, Chinese, Cham, Thai, all blend harmoniously in the southern kitchen. Visit markets like Ben Thon or floating markets in the Mekong Delta, and you'll witness a street food paradise: sizzling pancakes, crispy rice cakes, fresh spring rolls, coconut milk desserts, and more. Vibrant, delicious, and affordable. What's truly amazing is that while each region has its own taste, style, and cooking philosophy, they all share something in common: food as a connection. Meals are not only about nutrition but about family, love, and tradition. Food reflects the soul of a place and its people. You cannot truly understand Vietnam without experiencing its culinary contrasts and its unity. To summarize, northern cuisine is elegant, light, and balanced. Central cuisine is intense, spicy, and meticulous. Southern cuisine is sweet, rich, and carefree, full of life. Three regions, three unique personalities, yet together they create the vibrant, colorful, unforgettable story of Vietnamese food. So what about you? Which region do you belong to? Which dish brings back your warmest memories? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you ever get the chance, don't hesitate to travel across Vietnam to taste, to feel, and to understand. Sometimes all it takes is a bowl of hot pho, a tiny rice cake, or a spoonful of sweet caramelized fish to make you fall in love with this country. Scene 2. Channel outro time, code 000558006070 narrator, VO. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next journey through Vietnam's food culture.